Hi everyone. Just wanted to follow on with some thoughts from Sunday where we looked at Luke 11 where Jesus was talking to the Pharisees and he had some strong words for them, really, where he was challenging them about their behaviour on the outside and it wasn't matching up with what was on the inside. He also does that in Matthew 23 where he says, woe to the teachers of the law and the Pharisees, that they're like whitewashed tombs. And they're full of dead men's bones. And he speaks really strongly to people who are just more concerned about outward appearances and not concerned about what's going on the inside. And Sunday I laid out a challenge to us about what God is doing to us and how he's speaking to us in this time, in this strange coronavirus lockdown season. How are you allowing God to speak to you about what's going on in your heart? In Psalm 139, it's a psalm that we all know and love very well. But at the end of it, the psalmist David says to the Lord, he says, search me and know me. See if there's any offence in me that isn't of you. Search me and know me. And I just encourage you again to go to God and say, Lord, search me and know me. Is there any offence in me? Psalm 139, verse 23. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there is any grievous way in me. Can you do that? And also, just wanted to encourage you in this time to search out and have particular time where you go and spend time with God. In Matthew 6, verse 6, Jesus encourages his disciples to go into your room and close the door, to spend time alone with your Father. I just really wanted to encourage people to be doing that, not just to be praying on the go and speaking to God throughout the day, which is good, but also to carve out time in your day where it's just you and God. I spoke recently how I've repurposed my children's playroom a little bit. There's still lots of toys in there and stuff, but also I've repurposed it so I can get in there every morning and pray and seek God every morning and ask him to speak to me. Allow the Holy Spirit to come and fill me afresh. Ask him, say, Lord, come and fill me every day. Because at the moment we're not able to meet together on a Sunday morning or in our prayer meetings. That might be a time where we particularly experience the presence of God or a filling of the Holy Spirit. But right now we're not able to do that. So can I encourage you to be going to God every day saying, fill me afresh, fill me with your Holy Spirit. Find the room, take time to do it. It is so important to do that in this time. And I believe that God will speak to you. Ask him to search you. And I think that this will be part of our sanctification process. He wants us to be more like Christ. I think I'm more like Jesus now than I was 16, 17 years ago when I started my journey as a Christian. If you're thinking, well, I'm not sure what God's got to say to me right now. Listen, if you're watching this and listening to this, the sanctification process hasn't finished yet because you haven't met Jesus, and it will only finish when you meet him face to face. So, just again, find time, carve out time in your day where you spend time alone with God and allow him to speak. Don't just rush in and say lots of things. Sit, wait, and he will speak. Thanks for listening, and just encourage you again to come to our Tuesday evening prayer meeting at 8 o'clock. The link will be sent out to you. There'll be a great time. We can pray for Berlin. We can pray for our friends Jeremy and Laura, and a few other things as well we're going to be praying for. So I'd love to see you there, and more will be coming out in the coming days and weeks. Speak to you soon.